Hello, Taurus. I'm going to be doing a mid-month tarot update for the general collective of Taurus. I'm pulling from the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. If you have Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising heavily in your chart, you identify with the sign of Taurus. This reading is for you, but you are your own person. So take it as it resonates, let it land wherever it lands in your life, and use your own free will and good judgment to make decisions based on what you find in this reading or in any reading, Taurus, because your life is your own. Now, before settling into this energy, I was taking a quiet moment and asking Spirit what exactly you needed to hear today. And what I'm feeling from Spirit is don't allow your worries to weigh so heavily on your mind that it freezes you into non-action. Okay, I can feel how bogged down you may feel by some circumstances in your life, and Spirit is saying, like, don't let it freeze you to the point where you can't even move forward in certain areas of your life. Okay, things can be overwhelming at times, but you are strong enough to make it through this. And you will, and you have, and you do. Okay, Taurus? So keep your head on your shoulders. Know what is right for you. You're going to step in the best direction. You can't go wrong. You can't make a mistake. Spirit is saying you're going to be okay. Times are challenging right now for many, and don't let things weigh so heavily on your mind that you can't take that step forward and move into the direction that you really want to go in. Okay, they're saying this one, whoo, goodness, and this one. All right, so I am most definitely tapping in with you right now. I've got a couple different oracle decks I'm pulling from, as well as the Light Seers Tarot, and I will let you know which decks I'm using as I refer to the cards. So let's get started in your mid-month December for Taurus, okay? If you don't know me, my name is Heidi Corona, Spirit Speak Psychic Medium Heidi. That is me, the one and only. My links are in the description box. If you're not subscribed to my channel, feel free to click that notification bell so you never miss anything from me. So let's talk about what's going on. Major Arcana card number 16, the Tower. Okay, so wow, I can see how you may feel like circumstances are weighing very heavily on you. The Tower can mean that some area of your life, or maybe a few areas of your life, feel like it is just crumbling. Okay, oh my gosh, I worked so hard to achieve this or to obtain that or to just hold things all together. And for some reason, it's no longer working. Everything has crumbled, the rug has been shaken out from underneath you in some way, and you can be like like shocked. I feel like you're startled, like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? What do I do now? Spirit says do not freeze yourself into non-action because these things are weighing heavily on you. When the Tower card shows up, that is God stepping in. That is the universe stepping in to say, no more, Taurus. No more wasting your beautiful, precious time, energy, and resources on whatever that was that you were just trying to hold together. Okay, I feel like it's putting duct tape on a motor engine for a vehicle. You know what I mean? You're trying to duct tape it all together just to keep it going, and it is not going to work. Why? Because that's not the engine for you. That's not the way, the means, the will for you. It's something different. It's something different than what you're used to in the past, and it's okay. The Tower is a blessing. I know it looks like havoc, it looks like demolition, okay, but it's a blessing. It's Spirit saying there's so much more for you elsewhere or in another area, or if you choose a different path, a different way. How are you feeling about this? Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're having to rely on others. I feel like you're having to think outside the box and think in new ways. You're learning to collaborate in different ways with other people. Maybe you're distracting yourself by throwing yourself into hobbies, by collaborating with others, talking with other people. I almost feel like this can be escapism. I don't really want to look at all this stuff that's going wrong. So I'm just going to go to bingo, or I'm going to go, work on my car. I said car, duct tape. Oh man. I'm going to do, this is, you're thinking outside the box, and that's great. Okay. But don't allow yourself to be frozen into non-action, because how you feel about it is like, man, I can't do this on my own. I can't do this on my own. I must learn to rely on other people. Spirit's message for you is only rely on people who are trustworthy. Okay. Only invite people into your circle who are trustworthy. Sometimes people do not have the best intentions, even if you do. Even if you do, and you can spot people, either by their actions, by their words, by their behaviors, by how they make you feel, Taurus. These, pay attention to that, all right? Pay attention to that. Who makes you feel more energized? Who makes you feel lit up after engaging with those people or working with those people? Those are the people that you want to spend the most time with, okay? Those are the people that are worth investing in. Now, people who bring you down or always have drama that they bring to the table, like those are the energies that you want to refrain from. Stay away from, Taurus, here in mid-month December and at all, for your own health and well-being, for your spiritual journey, for your path, okay, Taurus? So this is how you're feeling about it. Kind of a little uncertain, kind of at the drawing board, kind of like, well, where do I go next? I'm not even sure who to include in my life, who to include in my path, what exactly is going to happen. Sometimes not knowing is a blessing. Sometimes you have no idea what amazing blessings are waiting for you around the corner if you step out in blind faith and take a risk in the name of what you feel to be right for you. Okay. There you go. Now, how others are feeling in your environment or what's going on in their perspective. Now, others are just waiting around. Okay. Two of Swords. They're kind of this or that. I don't know what's going on, but in this moment, I'll just wait and see what happens. I feel like, wow, there's now been a decision placed on other people. This tower has forced others into a corner of self-reliance, is what I'm hearing, has forced others into this corner of now I must make my own decisions and I don't even know what to do, right? You're both, you and others are feeling this way. Like, okay, which way do I turn? But I see that you are a bit more proactive. They are kind of like, up in the air about things. I'm not sure. I just don't know. I'm used to Taurus taking care of everything for me. I'm used to Taurus letting me know or taking the lead or whatever this is. This person is patient. This person will wait. Um, I feel like in your environment, there's a couple different paths that you can take, and the path is really indicated by how you feel, Taurus. Your path is your own, all others aside. And if you're not in it 100% with your heart, then it's not going to work. It'll be another tower moment. It'll be another one of these where you go, shucks, I knew I shouldn't have done that. I told you so. It's a kick in the pants. Okay. And that might be how you feel right now. So you're back at the drawing board trying to make things right. And other people are frozen, not knowing what in the heck to do to support you, not knowing what in the heck to do in their own life because they're used to relying on you or they're waiting around for you to direct them. Now, what is your objective right now? Major Arcana card number 9, the Hermit. I feel like you're overwhelmed. You want to be alone. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to deal with anybody. I don't care about your problems. I've got enough problems of my own. Okay. The Hermit is introspective. Who am I? What do I really need? Do I need all these people? Do I need all this stuff on my schedule? Do I need all these coping mechanisms? You're really stripping back the layers of yourself, Taurus, in a healthy way and deciding what you want to do in the future, where you want to go, who you want to be. This is fantastic energy that you are stepping into. But what is a drawback or a holdup? Major Arcana card number 14, Temperance. It's about gauging your feelings. You don't know how you feel about things unless you've dealt with it alone. Okay. That's what I'm getting off of this. You want some time alone. Why? So you can decide how you feel with everyone else's opinions away from you. So you can learn what feels right and what feels wrong based on who you're encountering or what situations you're encountering, what coping mechanisms you're using. You will learn what works and what doesn't simply by experiencing this in your own solitude or in your own way without other voices in your mind, without other people adding things to your plate, because you can be peaceful on your own. Come into contact with somebody else, whether this is a deep connection or not. Like the UPS driver could come deliver a package and all of a sudden you're all agitated and irritated. Why? Because that energy does not resonate with your own. You're learning to feel how you feel in relation to the world, in relation to other people, circumstances, in relation to coping mechanisms. I keep saying this. Spirit wants you to hear this. You're weeding out the things that no longer serve you. Why? Because you freaking have to. You're back at the drawing board. Oh man, what is truly working for me and not what is working for us? This isn't about us anymore, Taurus. It's about you. It's not about us. It's about you. And you're learning this now. And I believe you're going to really enjoy this. Okay. You're going to enjoy this step away, this break, this solitude from whatever this stuff was. Okay. But Now, let's dive in here. Additional factor from the Kipper deck here, sudden wealth, number 11. Maybe 11 or 1111 is a synchronistic number for you right now. Okay. Sudden wealth. I feel like money plays a big part in this. People come out the woodwork. All of a sudden, you've got extended relatives that you never knew about who want a piece of that lottery winning that you got going on. Okay. Or people who want to use you for what you have to give to them. I feel like you're seeing this. I feel like you're seeing this. And from my own Oracle deck, this is your intention or motive. You're mad about it. You see yourself as having been used, or maybe now that this tower moment has happened, they're no longer able to get every drop they can get out of you any longer. Okay. Sudden wealth. You are nobody's bank. You are nobody's pocketbook. You are not in anyone's back pocket as a wild card to get out of jail free card, is what I'm hearing here. Get out of jail free card. I see that you are mad. You're mad. I feel like you've been played. I feel like you're done with all that nonsense and you're back at the drawing board trying to think about you, trying to think about number one. It's no longer us, it's me. Why? Because everyone in the world has their own free will to live their own path and destiny. And so do you, Taurus. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter what they feel. Okay. It matters how you feel about it. It matters what you think about it. It matters what you feel about your path, your journey, who you want to take with you and who you don't. Now, others in your environment, a real person, a real person. What you see is what you get. Okay. You're feeling into this now. You've had to step back and you're seeing people for who they really are. What you see is what you get. If they're acting a fool, then they're a fool and take it at face value. If they're calm and peaceful and loving and supportive of you, then take that at face value. There's no need to question those kinds of people based on your past, based on other people. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't trust you because somebody else burned me before. Not the case. You are in tune with your inner knowing. You are learning your inner knowing. You are learning to discern the feelings that you have in relation to the world. I'm saying that again. So believe what you are getting as you connect with people or come across experiences, coping mechanisms, etc. Take it at face value. If it makes you feel bad, then it's wrong for you. If it makes you feel good, then it's worth it. If it makes you feel good, then it's worth taking the risk. That is your next card. What is the situation rooted in? From the wisdom of the House of Night Oracle deck, it's card number 31. 3 and 1 comes down to 4, right? And 4 is a stable foundation, but the card is risk. It is worth taking a risk. Sometimes it's scary. Sometimes risk can take you to tower moments where you're freaking angry and you feel like you've been used, right? But you're learning your discernment now. You're learning your discernment now and how the world feels, how the darkness feels. You can see that. Oh my God, this feels gross. I don't like this energy. I don't like this person. I don't like the nonsense that comes out of your mouth. I don't want to have to talk to you. I don't want to have to deal with you. And then there's that other thing. I really like this piece. I really like this kindness. I see you for who you are. I love the generosity. I love the no nonsense. I love the no drama. Whether this be others or by yourself, man, you are feeling into your feelings in a very real way and it's becoming tangible for you. So notice if you feel like taking that sudden jump, sudden risk, you're taking that sudden leap of faith into the big giant unknown. Spirit will bless you. Spirit will bless you immensely for following your heart, following your joy, following your path. Why? Not because other people said so, not because it was somebody else's suggestion, but because it feels right to you and because you're not afraid to lose, even though you may have been hurt before. Wow. Beautiful energy you have here. Now, on the bottom of the deck, final guidance here. This is the Knight of Swords. This is about knowing your plan in the long term and running toward it full force without fear of being hurt. You know what? I know that there is a long-term vision of my life. I know I want to get to this point eventually, and I'm going to take every damn step that I can to get there as quick as possible because I know even if this happens to me, I feel like it's not going to happen to you again. I feel like it's not going to happen to you again. Why? Because you're so much wiser now. You are so much more experienced now. You feel your feelings to the maximum and the wool cannot be pulled over your eyes. You're cutting people out of your life that don't belong there anymore. You're cutting places, coping mechanisms, whatever these things are out of your life that don't work for you, that don't mesh with who you are inside, that don't mesh with the life that you desire to have in the future. And you are running full force to what you believe to be true, to what you know to be true. And you're not afraid to take that risk. It's not a risk, not if it feels right. That is not a risk, not if it feels right. And Spirit will bless you in turn. So I'm going to get you a final message from the Fourth and Fifth Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Final message from your spirit team. You got a lot going on, Taurus. You have a lot going on, but I'm very proud of you. Your spirit team is proud of you for seeing the black and the white, for seeing things for what they are, and allowing yourself to live a fuller life, even though you may have been through some stuff. Now that you have that experience of dealing with the stuff you've been through, you'll spot it coming in the distance. You'll see that coming and go, oh no, not for me. That feels the same as that other thing felt before. And I'm not even going to invest in that. I'm not going to dive down that rabbit hole. I'm not going to allow that into my life, into my existence, any closer to me than it already has been. In fact, I'm pushing those walls outward, and I'm keeping people at a distance that are no longer healthy for me. I'm keeping substances, coping mechanisms, manipulation even. I don't have to do that anymore, not to feel loved, not to feel loved by the right people. You can be the honest person that you are with the right people and be loved and accepted, even with your flaws, even with your problems. That is what you're learning out of all of this. So the card you got here is everything I need is within me. I don't have to search for the truth. I am the truth. I don't have to search for perfection. I am perfection. I don't have to search for happiness. I am happiness wherever I am. Beautiful freaking card. And you got another one. Check this one out. The truth has set me free. I've got chills on this, Taurus. Lies no longer rule my world. Wow, we talked about this. Lies no longer rule my world. I see the truth and follow the truth by following my own heart. I said those words, follow your heart. It won't lead you in the right, it won't lead you in the wrong direction. It will lead you to all of the places of greatness that you desire to be, and the time is now. All the crap is behind you, and it is okay to be angry with that. It is okay to feel those emotions to the fullest so that you never have to feel them again. Once those are out of your system, you can feel a real person. You can feel real situations that are good for you, that are healthy for you, that resonate with the soul essence of who you really are, and that will bring those abundant blessings into your life, whether those be financial, emotional. These blessings in your life are going to be magnified because you have this pure heart and you've been through some darkness. But you've come up and out of this. You've grown up and out of this, and you can see dissonant energy for what it is, and you no longer even give it the time of day. That is amazing. The truth has set you free. The truth has set you free, Taurus. Good for you. That is your mid-month December update. I thank you so much for sitting with me. My name is Heidi Corona. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please feel free to do that. Click that notification bell and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I have links in the description box to connect with me on another platform or on a deeper level. That is the only way to meet up with me. I will never reach out to you. That is not how it works with any reader. So protect yourself that nobody reaches out to you in that way. I thank you guys so much for joining me on this mid-month update, and I will see you on the next one. Much love and many blessings, friends. Bye.